Hey, Spence. This is for single, Spence, but you can stay on for a few minutes. How you doing? I texted you yesterday, Spence. You didn't send me that information. You're supposed to text me. Can you text me that information, please, Spence? Could you text me that information, please? Thank you. I need that information. Please, thank you. I don't know why the pastor's making all that noise. You hear him making all that noise? Pastor Tim. Pastor Tim. Pastor Tim. Pastor Tim. Do you hear me live? What is wrong with him? Really? You just got to have that crushed ice. You hear him, Lyrica? Hey, Lyrica. You hear him making all that noise? I don't know, Lyrica. You're going to have to help me, Lyrica. Did you hear him? I don't know. Y'all share the video. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm sharing the video. You share the video. Share the video. Y'all, what song is this? Y'all know what song this is? Pastor Tim, what song is this? Pastor Tim, what song is this? What you mean? He said the song I shouldn't be playing. Can you believe that's what he said? He's a trip. Hi, Kim Wanda Ross. How are you? Juicy fruit. Barbara Allen said juicy fruit. I don't know if I can fast forward it. See? Everybody knows the song. Let me share. So I have to share. He said the song I shouldn't be playing. Why not? God made songs. God wrote these songs. Can you believe that? Pastor said God didn't make that song. He needs to stop. God did make these songs. I bet you know these songs, don't you? Yeah, I bet you do. He's a trip. Super Christians, right? Super Christians. These super Christians. That's good. I'm so glad that you're doing wonderful. Begin to share the video. Welcome to the LadyMo single show. You know, I love my singles. You know, I loved being single. Why is he on our conversation? What is going on? Oh, y'all remember this song? Wait a second. Okay, y'all. Okay. We don't have any rights to this music, y'all. We're just playing something, waiting for a few minutes. Okay. I'm just sharing my video. I'm just sharing it. Everybody share the video. We're going to get started in a few minutes. We're just going to get started in a few minutes. Pastor Tim, what song is this? I bet he knows the words to this song. I guarantee he knows the words to the song. What's the words of the song, Pastor Tim? I can't hear you, Pastor Tim. What's the name? Barbara Allen is knowing all these. What song is this, Barbara? God made music. That's right. He better stop playing. Pastor Tim is a rap guy. Yes, he did. What is it? Come on, what's the words, Pastor Tim? This is instrumental. I can't play instrumental? Okay, yeah, because you know we a trip. So let me go back and play something else, because you know how we are. Let me play something else. Let me play something else. Um, yeah, let me play something else, because you know how we are. We got the stuff on rap, and I don't even know. How about, oh no, I don't like that. Did you get your dinner? He's a trip. Y'all, he's a trip. So I'm just trying to, I am trying to um get some music playing here. We're about to start in a minute. Welcome to the LadyMo show. We're going to be talking about don't marry potential, marry purpose. Don't put Pastor on blast. He loves rap music. I'm not into rap. I like LL Cool J. That's the only. Oh, and I like Big Daddy Kane. And let me see who else. That's probably it. That's it for me. I'm trying to send out these texts, and I can't even remember who am I supposed to be sending it to. I can't even remember. Let me see. Y'all sending out y'all texts, letting everybody know I'm on. We're gonna get started. Oh, it's time to go. Here we go. It's time to go. All right. Don't marry potential, marry purpose. And I am so excited about tonight and begin to share the video. And I want to talk a few minutes about don't marry potential, marry purpose. And I'm always, people ask me all the time, Lady Mo, how do I find a husband? How do I find a wife? How do I get married? Why am I not married? Why can I find a husband? Why can't I find a wife? How can I get a man? I can get a man, but I can't keep a man. Why won't he marry me? Why, I can get a girl, but eventually she doesn't want to get married, or what is it? What is it? And I tell people all the time, we go back and forth. You can't compromise. And I wrote a book, Don't Marry Potential, Marry Purpose. Why do I say that? Because everybody has potential. God has given all of us potential. You have potential. And I don't want to get ahead of myself. So let me write this down, because I can get it, because I can go. This is my thing here, y'all. Because I want to write this down, because I'll get ahead of myself. You have to interview the people that you date or you decide that you want to pursue. And I know this may be difficult for some of you to comprehend, is you cannot entertain when you are at a certain age. How about this? When you're at a certain age, you have to be mature, and you cannot just go out with anyone. I know this is like, oh, come on, Lady Mo, seriously. When you're talking on the phone, it has to be an interview process. In your mind, you have to already know, because what happens is you fall in love with potential. You don't want to fall in love with potential, because what happens is you fall in love with potential, and then they become your purpose. And then you can't get rid of them. So going out for ice cream becomes your purpose, because then you start making excuses, and you start saying, well, I can fix that. Or, well, that's okay. That'll be okay. We'll work on that. And you end up regretting what you thought you could deal with, and it becomes a problem. So that initial conversation on the phone, don't sleep with these folks, y'all. Some of y'all sleep with men and women on the first date. Cut that out. No. Thank you, Spence. Y'all have to stop all this. If you're at that age that you want to be married, You have to have an interview on the phone. And I'm not just saying just start asking questions. There are signs. There are signs that you have to be so conscious of when you meet someone and you start talking to them. And there's certain things like if you want to be, let's just example, you may want to be married. And you say, hey, how you doing? Yes, yes, and they say, oh, well, yeah, I have 3 children. Oh, wow, yeah, and I've been looking for a house, for example. Yes, I'm in the stage of my life and I'm ready to buy a house. And he said, oh, yeah, but I don't want to buy a house. I like my apartment. That's a sign right there. You want to buy a house, they like their apartment. That's not going to work out for you. That means they're not ready to buy a mortgage. They're not ready for a mortgage. They have apartment faith. You have mortgage faith. That's a sign. I don't care how fine they are. I don't care how good she looks. She's not ready for where you are. That's a sign. These are signs. It says, oh, where do you go to church? Well, since COVID, or I don't believe in God. I believe in, a higher calling, or that's a sign. You could be young. I want to, I just graduated from college, and, the next 2 years, I want to have kids. Well, I'm not into kids. It's not something I want to do. That's a sign. We miss the signs. So we end up falling for the okey doke and thinking that we're going to be able to change these individuals because of what we see. We have to be mature. And we have to see, we marry for where we are, not for where we're going. I know this may hurt some of you, but you can't fall in love with potential because we all have potential. You have to ask specific questions. And really, when you ask maybe even one question, the way they answer it will determine your future. Do you know how many married couples right now are with individuals that have potential? They've been married for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and they're living with someone who is sitting on potential. And they're miserable. They have to stay with them because they don't believe in divorce. Because they with this guy or this young woman because they have kids with them. They've created this life of potential. They promised them that they're going to give them the world, and they wanted to travel and all these things. And now they're miserable because they've married potential. They married for where they were and not for where they're going. And they're miserable. I'm telling you, if you're single, you have an opportunity to make the right decision. Marriage can be wonderful, but it's not going to be wonderful. It's not wonderful to those or for those who have made the wrong decision. Let's just be truthful. I gotta turn my fan on, y'all. I'm getting hot because when I start telling the truth, and I've been saying to myself, God, I've been quiet long enough, and it's awful because I have been quiet long enough, and I've been trying to be nice. Oh, I got the wrong fan. This is the wrong fan. I've been quiet long enough, but I have to tell the truth. Marriage is wonderful, but it's wonderful if you have the right person. If are you married to an okey doke? If you're married to a counterfeit, and the single people are looking at you like, I wish I was married. If you only knew that they're married to someone that they don't even like, they're married to someone that they're couch potatoes. They're married to someone who they have kids with, and they have just kids with. They have no ambition. They're just married because they didn't listen to the spirit in them. So you single people have an opportunity to be married to someone. I always say I don't negotiate with a terrorist. Anyone who takes me away from what God has given me God has told me to do, and the vision that's in my heart is a terrorist. I'm just saying. And married people have kids with individuals, and it's like they're unhappy. I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. You single people, stop sleeping with people, because what happens when you sleep with people and they leave these impartations in you, and you take them with you everywhere you go to your next relationship, and you wonder why you can't get a man, or you can get a man, you can get a woman, but they won't marry you, because you're carrying all these different spirits in you. You can't get a man, or you can't keep a man, you can't get anybody to marry you, because you're fickle, because you're easy, because you're dysfunctional, because you're bipolar. I'm just going to tell you the truth. You're easy. Men don't like women who are needy, who are insecure. I'm just going to tell you. And women don't like men who are weak, who can't get the job done, or who are couch potatoes. We want a man who can get the job done. I'm just saying. It goes both ways. I'm just saying. I've been quiet for a long time, y'all. I've been quiet for 2 years during COVID, but I'm back now. I'm just going to tell you. I'm just saying. Y'all want to be married, you got to do it God's way. But you can't compromise. You have to be honest and transparent. But you have to tell the person, you have to have expectations. This is what I'm desiring. This is what I require. And this is what I need. This is what I'm not going to. This is what I'm not going to accept. And this is what I will accept. And it's no big deal. If you are unable to meet these expectations, there's no hard feelings. We can be friends. I wish you the best. I only want what's best for you. I want you to have your desires of your heart, but I am not the one for you. It's really that simple. It really is simple. We complicate this. Why would you want someone who doesn't want you? I was thinking about this tonight. You have to go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. It's too much work to be in a relationship with someone you have to make love you. You have to make value you. It's too much work to make someone value who you are. If they don't value who you are, why are you staying? You can get sex anywhere. You can get sex anywhere. We know that's true. You can get laid anywhere, right? But why would you want to be laid? Why would you lay up with somebody who doesn't value what you're giving them? I'm just saying. We keep giving our love to someone who doesn't appreciate it. Why would you continue to do that? Why would you beg somebody to marry you? Why? I'm telling you, you can't marry potential. You have to marry purpose. You have to marry purpose. That's the only way that you will be fulfilled. You have to marry somebody who knows who they are. When two people come together and they know who they are, purpose happens. When two together become one, they walk, they agree, and they walk together. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't know how else to tell you. I've been silent for 2 years. I'm telling you, I've been silent for 2 years, y'all. I've been silent for 2 years. It's time for me to be LadyMo. I got to tell you the truth. Stop thinking, oh, she's married. Oh, I wish I was married. I wish I had what he had. No, you don't. You only want what God has for you. Because what God has for you is only designed for you. And you can't take what somebody else's, with the cards they've been dealt. You don't want what somebody else has, because you won't be able to help. You won't be able to handle what somebody else has, because what they're handling is only what they have been handled, what they can handle. So I'm telling you, if it's your heart's desire, turn that fan off, y'all. Sorry about the noise. If your heart is desired to be married, you need to get yourself together. Some of you are not married, and you don't need to be married, because you have a lot of work to do internally. You have some issues. Let's just be honest. You are mentally challenged. You have some issues. You need counseling. There's nothing wrong with counseling. There is nothing wrong with counseling. There's a difference between trauma and trouble. Trouble, I'm telling you, we've all have experienced trouble, and we all have experienced trauma. We've all have been hurt in relationships. We've all have experienced some serious trauma and trouble in relationships. We have to get healed from past relationships and past hurt before we link ourselves up with another human being, because relationships are no joke. That's why we hurt one another, because we've been hurt from someone else. So it's time to get healed. I'm just saying. Y'all can, I'm telling the truth. It's time to tell the truth. People are dropping dead every single day. Every single day, somebody's passing on. Y'all can share this video if you want. You should, because I'm telling you the truth. That's why I love the singles. Singles, you have so much opportunities to make the changes and the necessary changes before you link up with another individual. Think about it. You don't have to answer to a man or a woman, your person, your relationship with. You don't have to, because you're not in a committed relationship with an individual except God. You have to answer to God, of course. But I encourage you to get counseling before you link up with another person. But do not marry potential. Don't marry for where you are, but for where you're going. Look at your future. Write down what you're expecting, what you need. If that person does not meet your expectations, do not link up with them. Do not go get coffee with them. Coffee turns into ice cream. Ice cream turns into lunch. Lunch turns into dinner. Dinner turns into something else. And then you can't get rid of them. Then you feel like you're connected because you slept with them. So now you slept with them, you feel guilty. So you might as well just be with them. And then time goes by, then years and months. And then all of a sudden you're stuck. You're stuck. You don't have to be stuck. Do it God's way. Right? Well, I'll be back next month, y'all. This was just a drop, just a teaser. But we're going to keep talking about things. If you have any questions, type them in. If you have any private questions that you want to ask me, you can text me at 302. Let me type it in. 302-363-3681. I know sometimes there's some private questions that you want to ask that you don't want anybody to know. You can text them to me, and then I can ask your questions. And what happened to my music? Did I turn it down? Yeah. Come on now, because some of us, we need to get it together and stop crying about it. We need to stop crying about being single. We don't have to be single. There's somebody out there for you. I'm telling you, there's somebody out there for you. But you got to do it the right way. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy, but I want you to be happy with the right person. It's nothing like being in a relationship with the wrong person. That is misery. That is not cool. That's unhappy. Crying every day. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So if you don't have any questions, you can text me later. But I am excited that we restarted this again. And remember, don't marry potential, marry purpose. Remember, marry for where you're going, not for where you are. Remember, we all have potential. And I'm believing that you're going to listen to everything that I said tonight. And if you have any questions or you want to talk to me, just text me and we can talk about it, right? I love you. Got to get some work done. Till next time, thanks for tuning in to the Lady Mo Living Single Show. Peace.